Sometimes when I sit down to do one of these, I have too many things that I want to talk about, too many topics in mind. Kind of had to make the decision to not talk about certain things and give my opinions, and boy, believe me, do I have them. I have some opinions, but as I've said before, I try to keep these light, try to keep these friendly, try to keep these fun. And so maybe some of those opinions, don't be surprised if I, in the middle of the week, just throw out a nice little rant just to kind of vent a little and get my opinion out there. But for this one, I decided with all that stuff, I'm going to go in the opposite direction. I did a celebrity lookalike thing here 3 or 4 months ago. And everybody seems to enjoy that, and it was fun, and I thought, well, let's just do another one of those. I'm going to try and cast a movie here real quick, and since I'm going to be interrupting your view a lot, I'm either going to use one that I've already used, or I'll pick something that maybe a route that I've taken several times or something. But what I did here a while back, in case you didn't see it, was I just took some of the smaller YouTubers and I used a site called Pop Sugar. I looked at a few things and I thought Pop Sugar pretty much had the best one. You can take a picture and upload it, and then it will use face recognition stuff to match you up with a celebrity. And so let's just go ahead and do another one. I'm going to cast a movie of me and What the Paranormal decided to have a ghost hunting movie. And so first, obviously, if we're going to cast, it's going to be a movie, a ghost hunting movie with me and What the Paranormal. We got to cast What the Paranormal, don't we? Well, first, we've got Amy from What the Paranormal, which, by the way, it's really tough to get some good screen captures on some of you folks. Interestingly enough, Amy was not matched up with any women. But she was matched up, and okay, to further say what I do, Pop Sugar gives you the top 5 answers. Sometimes their top selection really isn't that great. I look at the top 5 and then I just select either, well, the best one or maybe the funniest one. So, and quite often I use the top one. This actually, I think, was number 2, but I don't see how it wasn't number 1. Amy got matched up with Clark Duke. Clark Duke, who you may remember from Hot Tub Time Machine. He was also on the last season, maybe the last 2 seasons or so of The Office. And he's been in a couple of other movies, but not sure how Mr. Duke would feel about playing a woman. But it's actually a pretty good likeness. It's not too bad. So Clark with his Hot Tub Time Machine has kind of a little bit of a paranormal, even though it's comedy, a little bit of paranormal in his repertoire. So he's going to play Amy, and of course you can't have Amy without Lainey. Lainey, oddly enough, did not get matched up with an actress. She got a lot of sports stars, and what I thought was the best one was Elena Vesnina, who is a Russian tennis star. Don't know if she's ever done any acting, or if she would be into ghost hunting, but she is a Grand Slam champion, for what that's worth. We'll have to get Lainey a tennis racket and tell her to hold her hands up, maybe to get a better perspective of whether or not this is a good matchup or not. So I look right in the face, and it's kind of this. It is a little bit of the same expression in these 2 pictures, at least. Maybe Elena can come in and swat the ghosts away with the tennis racket. Well, I figure for this movie, we could find ourselves in a situation we need somebody with a little more some better equipment, maybe a little more money. So we enlist the help of Omar Gosh to help us on whatever ghost hunt we're on, this big ghost hunt. And playing the part of Omar, again, not really an actor. Omar got matched up with, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, DJ Khalid, who I believe his real name is Khalid, Mohammed Khalid. He's a like a DJ. He's a DJ. He came to, I know he, I don't really know anything about hip hop, but I had heard this name. I think he rose to prominence as on the radio in Miami. But I have heard that name before, and it's really funny. You look at this, it's not bad. It's if Omar popped up and say, hey, this is my brother, you'd probably believe it. So maybe while Amy's gender bending over there, with Clark Duke playing Amy and Elena Vesnina swatting the ghost away with the tennis racket, maybe DJ Khalid can come in as Omar and use some music to stir up some more ghosts or something. So a pretty good likeness there, I thought, though. That was actually pretty good. Well, through all of this, we figure out that the only way to get rid of these ghosts is with an Australian accent. So who better to bring in than KJ Jomar? We're going to battle the ghosts with our friend from Australia. Who could possibly play the part of KJ? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Amy's not alone, not getting matched up with any women. KJ actually didn't get matched up with any women either. Her top pick, I thought, was actually a pretty good one, though. It's Joshua Leonard. And Joshua Leonard, for those of you that remember the Blair Witch Project, he was in that. So how appropriate is that? That someone from the Blair Witch Project actually comes in and plays a part in our ghost hunting movie. He's also in oh shoot, what's the name of that? The town that feared sundown or something like that. I think they did a remake of that recently. He's in that. So it's a good list of movie activities for him. So he can. I don't know if he does an Australian accent or not. That would be important. We'd have to bring that in too. Okay, and of course, finally, I'm not going to do this unless I do it to myself. Now, the last one of these I did, I matched myself up. Now, I used a really old picture. I used like a 14-year-old picture, and got matched up with Steve Wozniak. Went ahead and used something a little more recent. This picture, in which I look really excited. That's a screen capture from one of the geocaching videos. And the thing about that I didn't bring up in the video is I had already failed once. I had already looked for one and couldn't even get to the place, and so I was kind of frustrated. I just cut all that out of the video because there was no reason to have it in there. But it is a more recent picture. That's from like about 4 months ago. And you're going to think I cheated. I did not. I got matched up with John Corbett. Of course, John Corbett, who is probably best known for Northern Exposure. He was also on Sex and the City, and he's actually married to Bo Derek. How they got John Corbett out of that picture, I'll never know. But that was them. That was actually the top matchup on Pop Sugar. So I may have to rethink Pop Sugar being the best after that, because I don't think I look anything like John Corbett. But hey, I'll take it, and he would be a great addition to the movie. So that would be our cast. Clark Duke is Amy. Elena Vesnina, the tennis player, is Lainey. DJ Khalid is Omar. Joshua Leonard is KJ, and then John Corbett is me, the guy standing around pretending like he knows what he's doing. Okay, well, I hope a few people got a good laugh out of that. Coming up on the channel, we'll be doing some new stuff, just trying some different stuff. We got a little. It's a really short one. It's going to be a really short one next week. I'll try a little comedy thing. and also some more filming location, another filming location video. I was hoping to have something for the new channel for View Paranormal, which if you hadn't caught that, that's all the paranormal, the ghost hunting stuff is now going to be on View Paranormal. It's a new channel. We've got a link in the description. I'll leave one at the end of the video as well. I was hoping to get out this weekend and do have a new paranormal video that I could put up on View Paranormal, but my work schedule changed and threw a wrench into things. But which, by the way, as you're watching this, I'm going to be really busy this weekend. It may take me a little while to get back around to everybody, but I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you watching. To close things out, it's actually a fairly long one, I think, but since we're doing movies, I went back and took a look at the first place I have a memory of seeing a movie. It was an old drive-in in Bowie, Texas. Not really enough there to make it its own video, but I thought it'd be a nice little thing to tag on to the end of this particular writing with James. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Even if you're old, please like, share, and comment. And I will see you next time. Well, I was hoping to do a full-fledged video out here, but I don't think there's enough left to really accomplish that. This is what is left of the Trail Drive-In movie theater that I think it closed down sometime in the early 80s. That was the ticket booth there. That's where you pulled in. The reason I wanted to come here was this is the first movie I have a memory of seeing. I saw at the Trail Drive-In. Young Frankenstein was the first movie I saw. And that was, of course, the now showing sign that was right there. And let me move around over here. That is the old concession stand. I actually remember going in there and getting popcorn, stuff like that. And if you look way over on the other side, there's still remnants of, where you had the old speakers. People would always steal them. And of course the place is now surrounded, pretty tall fence, barbed wire over the top. I don't know why they protect this area as much as they do. I would kind of like to get a look inside that concession stand, but looks like a lot of work for very little payoff. And of course, like a lot of things that were around when you were young, this doesn't seem nearly as big as it should be. It's kind of hard to believe they actually fit a lot of cars in here. But this is the theater where, like I said, I saw Young Frankenstein. And I also saw the Amityville Horror, the original Amityville Horror. And the lame 70s version of Dracula. Dracula with a perm. Not sure what that is, because that's a light, I think. Or what's left of it. But I think the screen would have been back that way. And everybody would have parked this way. Get back over here by the ticket booth. I'll tell you, they used to, this will really blow your mind, especially if you're younger. Maybe some of you even older. They used to have $1 a carload night. As many people as you could cram into a vehicle. Everybody got in for a total of $1. But yeah, I wanted to at least go ahead and show it. Like I said, I don't think there's enough here to make a full-fledged video, but yeah, that's the side of the first movie I remember seeing anyway. Old Trail Drive-In, Bowie, Texas.